I've made a couple videos about this already, but never uploaded either of them. So now that it's done, this is a better time to make one anyway. Here is my winter chicken run slash compost house. It is a carport frame with some old greenhouse plastic over it. You can see, maybe you can see, I don't know. Doesn't look very good in the video. You can see that I got a 115 foot rope that I tied to each of the four corners, went across that way and went across diagonally as well on both sides, just to secure it and keep it from blowing away over the winter. And then I screwed these boards straight into the carport frame, and also kind of twisted these around the bottom of the plastic to keep it secure, and it seems to be holding up well so far. It's been like that for a couple weeks now, and it's doing well. Just finished the door. Kind of crappy, but works fine. I even put a little handle on it and a crummy little latch that who knows how well it'll work. We'll see. As well as one little backstop that I hopefully won't kick into. It's small enough that I don't know. I think it should be fine. Inside is of course full of compost. This is brand new compost with a bucket of coffee grounds and a batch of chicken poop. All along the sides you can see I used slab wood just as a low wall to keep the compost away from the greenhouse there. Just seems like a better idea to keep it secure. It seemed like if I just had it up against the plastic, I would maybe bump it with a pitchfork and put a hole into it, or it would just didn't seem like it would go well. So in this slab wood, I paid $10 for all of this, and then secured it to the side with these 2x4s. What else? I don't know. The whole deal is that the chickens have a place to go when it's cold. Most of this compost is actually pretty much done. The chickens really seem to make compost a lot faster than I used to make it, just because they're constantly turning it all day long. I mean, what else do they have to do other than dig through the dirt? But yeah, most of this is done. I'm basically gradually working on piling it up at the end there, and then I have a path. Let me back up. I have a path through the middle to access it. They kick it down into the middle, into the path. I pile it back up pretty much every day. And then I throw some, I soak some seeds for a day or two inside the house so they get nice and warm, and then I give them to the chickens, and sometimes they sprout. Sometimes the chickens get to them first. I think this chicken has, oh, it's just a bit of straw stuck to her butt. That's okay. The goal, of course, is to keep this whole area warm, and then have the greenhouse plastic just helping to insulate the compost to help it stay as warm as it can be. So far on the coldest days, where it got down to like 10 degrees or something, the chickens really wanted to stay in here, either here or under the chicken coop or inside the chicken coop all the time. That's really all they wanted to do. I assume they'll get used to the cold a little bit better, but I also assume they're really going to like this over the winter as it gets colder. Next, this whole area is full of finished compost that they have kicked down, and I need to move. This is another thing that I think I made 3 or 4 videos about but never uploaded them. This right here is finished compost that's resting. Thought it was a good idea to just pile it up like this. I thought this would help keep it moist because I actually did put some leaves on top of it as mulch. Of course, the chickens kicked it down. But I'm going to move that finished compost on top of this because this is the newest finished compost. And then I'll go the second newest and third newest all the way on top. Actually, some of it I might move to a garden I have just on the other side of the fence and the trees that way. But I'm going to have all the finished compost here, and then I'm going to move. See right there, I have piles of leaves that people have brought to me. I plan to drag them over here and just kind of pile them up all in this area, so that if there are worms, wherever there are worms, they'll have someplace to go. And also, the leaves will help insulate the compost inside of here. I want leaves all along here, and then over here, I'm going to put my, I have not these bins, but they're bins like this. They're rectangular, and I'm going to put compost and other seed starting, probably like a seed starting mix in them, and then put various seeds that need cold stratification, and they'll be right up along there so they don't get, so they get cold but not too cold. And then I'm going to pile leaves up against them, all to help insulate this. I might actually put leaves first and then those seed bins and then more leaves. I don't know, but I guess that's all I have to say about this. This was, of course, inspired by Edible Acres ideas. They have one almost exactly like this, though I think theirs is a little bit wider and maybe longer too. I don't know. But I'm excited about it. It seems good so far, and I'm really happy to have the door on it now. I just had this plastic like flap in here, and I had to crawl underneath it. These tripods I had under the plastic to kind of hold it up so I wouldn't have to crawl so far, but it was getting to be annoying. It unfortunately took me half of the day to put this door on, but it's worth it. I needed to do it no matter how long it took. So I'll get back to work while I still have some light. Have a good one.